Welcome to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I am Mark Hoffmeyer, and joining me are two people who literally wrestled with demons today. It's Megan Hoffmeyer and Adam Hodgins.
Did we mean in the spiritual or the...
Either or.
Because, I mean, I could go for both.
Yeah, I mean, you guys were literally... So you had to clear your house out, right, Adam, of demons for this podcast, and you were literally wrestling with them.
And then actually normally I would log onto my computer to do this like this podcast with you, but today I just strapped myself into a chair, put my feet in water, and then my wife smashed a light bulb lamp onto the ground, and somehow I'm hooked in here with you guys. So we'll see how long this connection lasts.
Are you holding the flirkin?
I'm holding the flirkin.
Now I gotta say to you, today was one of the best days of my life. So I got home today, and this bug crab demon attacked me, right? And we're having a great fist fight in the front yard. I didn't have that screeching beetle, and I am just swinging away at this thing. I mean, our neighbors are watching. People have chairs. There's people.
Someone's gonna file a complaint.
There's like 50 people just sitting around watching this fight. We're both exhausted, right?
Yeah.
I finally land the knockout punch. The thing explodes in a bunch of pieces, and I see this little demon crab coming towards me, and I get to reenact my favorite scene from Constantine, and I kicked this crab a good 40 yards, and it landed into my neighbor's pool.
Oh, yeah.
Greatest day of my life.
That you can't get better than that.
And then I came inside, and there was a spider, and I put the spider underneath a glass. I don't own cigarettes, so I ran to the store real quick. I made sure the spider had air. I took a couple puffs of the cigarette, and I blew it into the glass cup, and I said, "Welcome to my life." And then Megan got mad at me because I'm smoking inside. I shouldn't be smoking inside, but I had to.
All that demon grow on the lawn, I swear, the Homeowners Association is going to send us a complaint.
I smushed a lot of stuff in our yard.
They're very strict about that stuff.
But it's all natural, right? Like, this is, like, bug guts are just, even though demon bug guts, it's like, it's not like you're putting oil or toxic waste out there. That's just nature.
Shoot, we're not even allowed to have a plastic pot out front, only ceramic. Yeah, so they've got strict visual guidelines.
I have a dead bug demon on my yard, but I don't have to buy fertilizer, so that's good.
Do you guys have like council meetings to tell you which kind of pots you can use?
Okay, so they have council meetings. I can't say that we go.
Yeah, we went to one, and it ended up with me wrestling another demon. And I gotta say, guys, true story. We covered this on the Lay Live pod, but when I lived in Korea, Megan and Adam, I just want to tell you guys something. I used to be a young man full of hubris. Okay. And I was having a conversation with my friends, and I meant this. I meant this when I said it. I said, if there's a ghost, I could punch it.
Is that why you named your cat Ghost?
Yep. No.
Oh.
Because we named him after a Game of Thrones ghost because he's a big white boy. He's a flirkin.
You named him? You named after Patrick Swayze.
Yeah.
So he can just hold him and pet him and sing
make
to
pottery.
him.
Yeah. Ghost and I do make pottery.
Yeah, he stamps it with his little paw.
Yeah, it's adorable. But yeah, I thought I could beat up a ghost. I didn't. Wow. I just said, hey, if there's one, I'm gonna sock him. I'm gonna hit him like that sand creature hit Swayze in what's the movie we covered? Iron Dawn? Steel Dawn.
Steel Dawn.
What a great comeback. Well, that's a great recall, isn't it?
You just pulling. I love it.
I'm just just makes me happy, and it gets my mind off the fact that I have to go clean up demon bugs off my lawn tonight.
So, to get off the demon subject for a second, because I'm very intrigued by the council meetings for your home decor.
Yeah. Have you seen the movie Battle Royale?
Yeah.
It's like that.
I almost want you guys to go, and I want to issue a challenge to you to see how long you can hold it together and just be like, I just like to address the floor. Has anybody else spotted the Sasquatch at night? And just make fake Sasquatch sightings and just start that rumor, because someone there is going to be like, yeah, me too. Someone's going to dive in and just this sounds like a lot of fun, and just see what you can do.
I saw it too.
Oh man, I would pay you to do that.
I would do it super earnestly.
And I'm married to you, so it's my money. It doesn't matter. But just to annoy the president, see if it would just fry her.
I'm super earnest, and so I could stand up there and just say, listen, you guys know me. I've lived here for a while. My lawn looks great except for the dead demon bug. I take care of my lawn, I get all the permits, I do all this, but guys, has no one else seen the Sasquatch?
You almost want to do it like 3 months of preemptive support. So like somebody trampled my flower garden.
Yep.
Build the case.
You know,
build the straw
build a
man.
case for it.
There's something in my backyard drinking from my hose.
Yeah, and like actually it chewed through my hose.
Yeah, it chewed through my hose. And show
Just
pictures.
Really, that's Mark and the Bigfoot would be the name of this movie. The big fictitious.
It's like Rear Window. Yes. Should I break my leg?
You know what? That would be a little bit too on the nose.
Yeah, I'd have to deal with that, and I'm not a fan. And your bedroom is on the second floor. Let's not forget that.
Meg, oh man, I don't want to bruise ribs again. Those are terrible.
I mean,
yeah, but at least you can walk.
Yeah, I'm more for the ribs and the leg. Because how would you go to bed?
Well, you guys were talking about hurting my ribs. All right, you know what? I have a bad back.
There you go. Just throw a disc. Just throw it out.
There it is. All right, let's do that because it's already happening. I don't want to add bruised ribs to a bad back because if I broke my ribs, I would hurt my back because my back hurts when I sneeze.
Right. That's your Achilles heel is your back.
So I pop a disc and I just sit by I lay on a gurney by the windows just staring out looking for a Yeti. Let's make it. Let's do it. I'll write this audio drama. It'll be like Orson Welles' War of the Worlds. You
and Ghost could be side by side. His little cat bed that looks out the window. You sitting next to him.
Yep, I like it.
Well, Ghost is what notices that at night he's like caterwauling and he won't stop.
Yep. What's wrong with this cat?
Right. Yeah, that's great.
And then it's Yeti.
It's Yeti.
I like it.
What happens?
It does mess with our backyard flower pots get tore up pretty good. Yeah, and the chipmunks have disappeared.
Don't talk of the chippies.
You guys missing chipmunks?
Yeah, well, we had a hawk fly into my window the other day.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I think it's gunning after the chippies.
I saw a hawk dive into the leaves out there. I think it got a mouse, though.
Yeah, we got hawks in our backyard.
So we had hawks when at our last house we lived at. We had we had bird feeders all over we had a huge lot. And you would see squirrels come and eat the bird seed. And then I saw a red-tailed hawk swoop down and take a squirrel from the bird feeder. And I was like, I guess that's the most effective bird feeder in the world.
Yeah, I mean, if you have real food and it brings other food to it.
Yeah, it's all birds are welcome at this feeder. Just it's a patience game.
I love it. See, I need to throw a disc out and just watch my bird feeders.
Yeah. We had a lot of wild animals there. The worst was we had a snapping turtle on our deck.
What?
Yeah, we had this huge out of nowhere. My buddy was over. He's like, "How long have you had that turtle?" And there's this massive snapping turtle. And so I was like, because cartoons would never lie to me. I was like, "Oh, turtles are slow and dumb." So I went to go pick it up, and this turtle hissed and spun and almost my fingers off. So I was like, I can't. So I called the Humane Society, animal control. I was like, hey, there's this large snapping turtle on my deck. And what the guy said to me was, we don't deal with those because they bite.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, well, that's why I'm calling you, is because they bite. And he says, well, if you grab the back end of his shell, he shouldn't be able to get to you. And I was like, well, he won't get to me because I'm not doing that. That's not something I'm going to do. So we looked online, and apparently if they bite a stick, they won't let go. So I took a hockey stick, because we live in Canada, and he bit the hockey stick, and then we lifted him into a Rubbermaid bucket. And then I tried to carry the bucket to the creek. There's a creek down the road.
Ate through the bottom of it?
Wow.
No, but it was a translucent bucket, and it kept snapping, but right at my crotch. And I knew there was Rubbermaid in between us, but it was the most I couldn't do it. My wife had to do it. I have videos of my wife taking the turtle to free it because I couldn't get over that psychological vision.
Do you think snapping turtles and sloths are working together?
No, because we're not overruled yet. If they were working together, there'd be no choice.
Yeah, it'd be done. It'd be like Thanos getting the gauntlet.
Exactly.
A sloth puts a snapping turtle on its arm.
Right. So we've almost talked about everything except Constantine so far.
Yeah. I'm going to do it, guys. So I did a documentary in college about catching pythons, and this guy was telling me a story about how we learned how to catch pythons with these firefighters. Yeah.
Bit.
And I learned, they were teaching us how to catch pythons. So I learned, they put you in a situation, you go grab the python's neck. You can actually snap its neck because it's not very strong. So you just go up, pick it up, it poops all over the place. You carry it away. You just don't want to aim it towards you because it'll squirt you. Right. So he has this anaconda. You know this story, Meg. And right, this guy has this anaconda, and he was doing a training session where he has this anaconda, and while he's talking about the anaconda being a jerk, the anaconda somehow got out of its cage and bit his hand. So he's teaching people how to catch snakes, right? And then he's talking about an anaconda being a jerk, a green anaconda. The anaconda gets out of its cage and bites him while he's saying anacondas are jerks.
This is real. Like, he has these videos on YouTube from this documentary. It's not even a bit. I'm not corroborating this for him.
I went hunting in the woods for pythons.
Was the guy whose job it was to handle these snakes a billionaire?
No. He worked for the state government.
Yep.
Because that's the only amount of money that I would need to get paid to handle snakes.
Yeah, he goes around training, because the pythons in Miami are an issue. So they train firefighters, and I went on a massive airboat hunt. We maybe 15 airboats went out to hunt for pythons, and it was filmed on the news, every news broadcaster, and we filmed it, and they caught one tiny dying python. So they I don't know how big it is. I guess it's an issue out there, but when we went and did this big hunt, we just found one tiny little thing.
Well, the Everglades are...
Yeah, it's a big place.
Big.
But I guess snapping turtles, pythons, anacondas. Well, I had to tell that story.
I think animals just know when people are hunting them and when they're hunting people.
Good call.
So my dad is an avid hunter, and then I'm also his son, so sometimes I go along with him. But during turkey season, it's incredibly hard to hunt. Turkeys are the only animal in Canada you need to take a separate course to learn how to hunt.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because it's turkeys can see all the colors, so you need to be in full camouflage, and they're very crafty, so it's very specific how to hunt a turkey.
I just picture going gobble 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 gobble, like rolling. And
they are savages, and they also have huge spurs on their feet, and they can attack you. They're very aggressive if they attack you.
So you're saying sloths would ride turkeys into battle?
100%. But we'll be sitting out in the field, all camouflaged up, waiting, and there's a turkey 100 yards away, and you'll go, you'll sniff, and the turkey will turn and run. But then the turkey season's 3 weeks long. When that's done, turkeys will come out in front of you, and they'll block your car, and they won't there's no fear when it's not hunting season. But when it's hunting season, they're the most skittish, wise. It's incredible. It's a plot.
Oh yeah, the turkeys in my parents' neighborhood are nuts. My dad had a chrome bumper on his pickup truck, and this turkey stared at itself for a good 20 minutes and would peck its reflection.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Wildlife with movies sold in flicks.
Right. That's been Constantine. Thanks for tuning in.
So I was watching this movie, and I listened to both the commentaries. There's one with Akiva Goldsman and Francis Lawrence, and then there's one with the writers. Let's see. The writers are Kevin Broadbent and Frank Capello, who wrote Suburban Commando and Mindhunters, mind you. Ooh.
Oh, the Netflix show?
No, Mindhunters with LL Cool J, directed by Ronnie Harlan, and Glimmerman. But they kept calling it Constantine. So let's get this out of the way. We know that it should be Constantine, but we're going to call it Constantine.
Yes, please don't call it Constantine.
Exactly. Okay, so we know it's Constantine, but I've been saying this since 2005.
But who decided that? It came from a graphic novel, and no one tells you how to pronounce a graphic novel.
That's a good point.
Well, I think Alan Moore, I called him earlier today, and I was like, Alan, how do you say this guy's name? And he's like, well, Swamp Thing. He talked to me about Swamp Thing for half an hour and then just hung up because he wouldn't give me the answer. But I think Constantine is how you if you type it into this voice to speech on Siri, she says Constantine.
And Siri can't be wrong.
No, she's not useful, but she's not wrong.
Hey, our bases are covered though, right?
Exactly.
I love
Do you want to know what was very a moment for me when we got ready for this pod?
Let's hear it.
Because I have the same DVD with both commentaries on it. I pulled it out, and there's a Blockbuster previously viewed sticker on this DVD.
Oh.
I bought it. I bought it from Blockbuster Video previously viewed.
That's amazing.
That's it might have been one of the last DVDs I bought from them previously viewed.
I bought Natural Born Killers previously viewed on VHS.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. No, but this
I think I still have my Blockbuster card somewhere.
Oh yeah.
With all of its terrible lamination.
Frame it.
Yeah, it was very much like a big company that put zero effort into their cards.
So I was thinking about this movie, and I don't know what you guys think about it, but I didn't really remember much of the story. I just remembered a lot of the visuals from this film.
Yep.
And I looked up the DP, the cinematographer, and it's Philippe Rousselot. And he won an Oscar for River Runs Through It, which is a beautiful movie.
Would it be Rousselot?
Rousselot.
French?
Yeah, maybe. Rousselot. Rousselot. Oh, goodness gracious. And then
every name is going to have an option tonight.
Yeah.
Philippe Rousselot.
Yes. And he also did Interview with the Vampire. He did a Fantastic Beasts movies. He did Big Fish. He worked on 3 Burton movies, which you're a good cinematographer if you work with Burton.
Just paintings on film.
Yeah. But
he did the YA classic Beautiful Creatures.
He did Beautiful. I think that movie's fun. And he also did I love the look of River Runs Through It. So this cinematographer, and when I was listening to the commentary, I don't know how much you guys listened to it, but Akiva Goldsman kept making fun of Francis Lawrence, who also did like Red Sparrow and Hunger Games 2-4. And I Am Legend. He would say, that's a Francis Lawrence shot. He was kind of making fun of him. So I looked up Francis Lawrence's filmography, and this is going to blow your mind, Adam. He did Skater Boy music video.
Oh, he did a ton of music videos.
Full circle.
Yes, full circle. Full circle.
Happening.
My description of him literally says Hunger Games, I Am Legend, music videos. Yeah.
I mean, he did Backstreet Boys, POD,
Didn't he do Gwen Stefani,
Green Day, Britney Spears, Jennifer Lawrence.
Gavin Rossdale.
He did Will Smith music videos. So before I Am Legend, this guy.
Right.
So you see these shots of his, and just the color palette that they went for. But there's a lot of very stylish shots in this film that even though I probably hadn't watched it in 10 years, I remember a lot of these shots.
Yeah, there are a lot of weird angles.
Well, a lot of the shots were taken panel right out of the graphic novel.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, there's a lot of those like shot for shot homages.
I can see that, the weird angles, up, down.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the scene of him smoking at the cafe table, the one of him with like the jar on the spider, the one of him looking at the blinds in the windows from the back of his head. Like those are all just like shots right from the comic book.
Oh wow, okay. Well, at least he has enough visual sense to capture that.
Yeah. No, so this came out at a weird time for comic book movies because they were getting steam. They were getting to the area where they were good, but they weren't like the blockbusters they are yet. So like we're coming off the heels of like Fantastic Four, and like X2 had come out.
Spider-Man 2, right?
Spider-Man 2. So like we had Batman Begins, but we didn't have Superman Returns yet. So they were getting there, but this is also the same year Sin City came out.
Yeah.
So
hyper
I would say
stylized.
This was hyper stylized, but that's, I think, 2005, 2006, I think was the era where they stopped being scared to just do what was in the comic book.
Yeah.
Right. To just go for it. Not to make it like, cause with like X-Men, they're like, no one's going to buy these ridiculous suits. So we're going to put them in black leather suits because people will buy that. This was, I think, the beginning of the era of like, let's just do the material that people want. But the comic book fans tore this apart because Keanu Reeves, the 2 reasons they hated it, he didn't have blonde hair and he didn't have a British accent.
Yeah, I saw that in literally every publication. And then in the different interviews, Keanu starts to address that. Okay, yeah, what we would change are these things. But I think you're right about the fact that they were moving into this different kind of realm for the production look and feel. I found a couple of articles on the cinematography, and they said that they wanted it to be like a slightly enhanced reality created with colors and costumes and gels to make the light a little bit more green and cayenne.
Hey, I mean, you can see the red, right? You can see the green.
Yep. Everything feels dirty in this movie.
Yeah.
Hey, they said that overall look was supposed to be saturated and beautiful, but gritty.
And I was thinking about this the other day. I hate faux gritty. So in my film class, I showed my students the trailers for Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I showed them Friday the 13th. Then I showed them the trailers for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Friday the 13th remakes, which some people really like. But the originals, in what, 78 and 80, I believe, for Friday the 13th, they were so gritty, and they looked like they were just filmed in mud. But these new ones look very glossy, and I liked how this movie, it feels gritty. It does. You're right. Absolutely right, Meg. It feels gritty. And also, the director says he wishes he would have cast someone who was blonde, and...
Yeah, looking back on it.
Yeah, but he also said, I love Keanu. And he said Keanu's amazing. He did it. So I think Keanu, so whenever people say Keanu Reeves can't act, I mean, there's obviously other movies, but for some reason, I just go Constantine. And then they go, it's Constantine. And I go, shut up. But,
I thought you headlocked.
Yeah. I did say,
we had Keanu Reeves doing a British accent in a movie called Dracula.
Yeah.
And it's best that he doesn't do a British accent in movies.
So we did that.
I think halfway.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, that's one of our biggest podcasts. And in that thing, Francis Ford Coppola said, I loved Keanu so much, I felt bad giving him more bad direction because he was trying so hard. So now when I hear people making fun of Keanu, I'm like, he was just so nice and he was trying. And Coppola felt bad. I guess I'm a big time Keanu apologist.
Yeah, but it's almost like halfway through that movie, they're like, just drop the accent, no one cares. Like,
yeah, get it over with.
By the end, he's Bill and Ted by the end.
Whoa! But this movie, though, when people say he can't act, I don't know who would say that, but you show them. I'm like, watch Constantine, because he does, and I love his kind of humor in this. I love his dry humor. I love the way he pulls things. Like, he sells this movie really well.
Well, what's the first line he says to the Rachel Weisz's character?
He's like, about the elevator?
Getting on the elevator? It's dynamite.
Yeah. Going down?
She said, hold the elevator, and I don't remember. What was the line?
No, or something. I will not.
She said, are you going down? And he says, most likely. Or she said some pun about hell, and it's just perfect.
Oh, he said, not if I could help it. Hold the door. Not if I could help it.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, no, he's just like, he's just unapologetic. Like, again, I think it's a testament to the character he's playing, but he's almost not concerned with regular people problems. He's got bigger things going on.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, he's not. Nothing really. I mean, he does have bigger things going on.
Like, he just fought a soldier demon that tried to break through, which they're not supposed to be able to do. And then she's worried about an elevator. Like, well, no, you take the next elevator. That's not part of something I'm worrying about right now. I got a screeching beetle in my pocket. I don't need to worry about.
So I thought he was very funny. I mean, there were definitely that visual cue with the billboard about. Oh,
it's something about smoking, or it's
something
the end.
No, it's you're running out of time.
Yeah, I mean,
to own a new Chevrolet.
Yeah. There were some funny bits in there. There was one interview in Inverse where the director said that it lacked Constantine's dry wit, but I thought they did a pretty good job.
It had the sassy flick off. It had the comments with his duel with Satan. I think there was. So I don't really get. People say it needed more humor, but I felt like there was enough in this movie.
So I think, all in all, like, this movie, I think it's had a great balance of humor, because it's not a funny movie. Like, it's not there's some serious things going on in it. So if they were cutting wise the whole time, like, I wouldn't buy that. But I think he's almost he's almost satirical and like dead to what he's doing, right? And there's the whole flip of the whole thing where he's like, all the things that I've beaten, all the things that I've seen, and I'm gonna die to this. And he holds up a cigarette, so he's almost like indignant with like the physical world we live in.
Yeah.
So I think the humor balance is great, but like, I think Keanu plays this like perfect in that he's walking this fine line between, I have to exist with humans, but I more than often don't interact with them. Like, he goes to the library and talks to Gabriel the Archangel, right? Juxtaposed against Rachel Weisz talking to like the priest about her sister's funeral. So he's not on a regular playing field, so he can't act and interact that way. It would just be weird.
He has Beeman, his Q. He has Hennessy, played by PTV, and then Chaz. So he has a very small clique that he rolls with.
Yeah, and like that bit with Chaz moving the car, gold.
Yeah. You know what scene? Do you know why they did the mirror? Did you guys know that? Why they had to do the mirror?
Mm-mm.
Can I drop some bombs on you? So they said that in the commentary, they said that demons are vain. And when they put the mirror in front of the demon, the demon saw itself. Yeah. Oh, does he? I didn't hear him say it. But yeah. He says that in the movie?
Yeah, when he's whispering to the girl, he says, "Peekaboo, you vain bastard."
Oh.
Yeah. So my question about the mirror is when he's trying to shove it through, why didn't they just tilt it a little?
No time. There's no time.
I mean,
there's no time.
He spends so much effort trying to ram it through in a straight fashion. If they just tilted it a little, it could have gone through that.
But that was the help he had.
Yeah.
Right? They did what they could. That one dude's hair turns silver. And then they just kind of...
one rule, don't open your eyes. And 30 seconds in, the guy's like, no, I'll make my own rules. And it doesn't go well.
Got a new hairstyle. But yeah, so maybe it's just the help.
I don't know. I feel like Constantine could have got under it, smashed it up with a shoulder, and the thing would have gone right out.
Yeah, but it looked cooler, I guess, the way they did it.
I'm sure it does.
Yeah, and you don't want to risk breaking that mirror inside the room, because then the demon's there with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Hey, so we got a listener question, and it's by Tom Tresemere, and he wrote, "Why is he so badass? Is it the character, or is it Keanu?"
I think it's the character. Like, Constantine is written as one of, like, the most badass guys in the DC universe.
Now, from what I read in the comic books, he really had agency, right? In the comic books, he could do more. But in this one, as Gabriel said, he was effed because he committed suicide. It's a mortal sin, but then he went to hell, but then he knows there's a God, so he can't have true faith. So he basically has no agency, right? But in DC, the character had agency.
Yeah, no, this is early on. This is early Constantine we're watching here.
Oh, okay.
Like, I think it's issues 10 through 16 of his first run is this movie.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he has a whole more backstory. He gets more involved with, like, Dr. Fate and Swamp Thing. But I think, again, they were limited in this movie that they can't give his entire rich backstory because they don't have rights to all the characters that are there.
So you want to hear something cool about that beginning scene with the mirror?
I'd love to hear something cool about it.
The close-up shot with the cigarette where it's sitting on the dresser smoking? He puts it down because he's going to come back for it later, clearly.
Yeah.
The director didn't have a lens that could focus that tight, so they had a fake cigarette the size of a cigar, and they shot it from a distance, creating the illusion of a normal cigarette.
And that was the moment they realized they could make a good Lord of the Rings movie.
I mean,
first perspective.
I mean, that's it was just, I think this director, and also, I'm surprised, this movie, $100 million budget, which is insane, because I don't know where the $100 million went on this movie.
Right to Keanu's pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't it make like 250 though? Didn't it like more than double its profit?
230 million worldwide. So even if you take half of the amount for, you say half the budget for marketing, 150 million, right?
Right.
It still pulled in 80, which would justify a sequel. So it's kind of a surprise. But I mean, I guess by the time a sequel would have come around, I mean, that's when the PG-13 craze really started, because Blade Trinity died a bad death, and then Iron Man and Dark Knight's PG-13 really took off.
Well, weren't they going for an R with this movie, and they were given a PG-13?
Oh, they were going for a PG-13, and they got an R. So he wishes he would have gone more extreme with it.
That's true.
That'd be crazy.
Here in Canada, it's 14A.
Oh, 14A?
Oh, my.
You make an R-rated movie, right? Just a crazy one. You're like, yeah, you get a PG-13. I'd be like, what? I would love it.
Yeah.
But,
but also, like, people hated this movie.
Yep.
Like, it made money, but it got, like, such a bad fan reaction. Again, because it's the British and the blonde thing, that people hated it. And I know that there was, like, a religious backlash to it as well, because, like, I'm in that circle. I didn't backlash against it, but people saw it, and, like, the Catholic Church didn't love this movie, and they almost lost the fact that it's a fictional movie about fictional characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a lot of that online.
But it's like Spider-Man lives in New York, but that's like a fictional New York. It's not the real New York. So like Constantine deals with like demons in the Catholic Church, but it's not like the real Catholic Church. But people got really, really offended by it. So I think that was another thing the studio's like, we just don't want to have that kind of heat come down on us.
Is this the first time that fanboys and like outside people have both hated a movie? You know what I mean?
It might be.
I saw a lot of people in the interviews with Keanu right when the movie was coming out. They all kept wanting to press him about the religious angle. Did you read religious texts and all these things? And he just wasn't, he didn't care to talk about that. He felt that religion was personal and he didn't want to go there. He tried to make the character more like you guys have been saying, lived in. He wanted it to seem like this is just another day at the job. It's not a religious movie. It's about just another day at the office, but his office happens to be fighting demons.
Yeah, a fictional world.
And Keanu is actually very quiet about his faith. Like I think he's a guy who like drops hints that he's quite a man of faith, but he's very, very quiet about it.
Yeah.
And you can also see that like he's like very generous and like he's into charity. Like he's one of the most giving actors and like humble guys out there.
Yeah, every film set you hear a story about him dropping cash on somebody from the crew.
Yeah.
Well, he's a good dude, isn't he?
He's a great dude, and I think he's just wise to keep his personal life personal. People don't do that very often. It always backfires.
I like there's an article from Tor where it says that Constantine is a terrible Hellblazer movie, but it's a very good, like a great noir. And I can totally see that because you kind of have the femme fatale a little bit coming in. You know, you have the woman coming into his life. You have the mystery. He gets drawn deeper into it. It leads towards, like, you know, him kind of dying. So it does have a very noirish vibe, but it's not a good adaptation. But if you look at it as like a spin-off, I think I love that kind of noir feeling of it. And also, they said that looks dirty. I know I'm going off on tangent, but there's movies in LA, right, where LA is filmed like a beautiful paradise. But Francis Lawrence went out of his way to really show the seedier parts.
So it wasn't LA, and they brought in a specific set designer to make the area of California they were in look realistic downtown LA. So they made the area look gritty like LA.
Well, that's cool. It wasn't. I mean, probably cheaper. It's expensive to film in LA. But I don't know. I felt like they made this, like, that movie Spring Breakers. I know a lot of people haven't watched it, but they filmed in St. Pete and they made Florida look grimy. And I'm like, hey, that's right. So it kind of made me happy that they captured that, like, in this film.
Yeah, absolutely. So have you guys seen the movie Dylan Dog?
Yes, with Brandon Routh.
Yeah. So that didn't exist when I saw this movie, but watching it again, I'm like, this is kind of like a serious version of Dylan Dog. They both have like the plucky sidekick that really wants to do what they're doing, and they're like this kind of crossover thing. So I want to see the crossover between Constantine and Dylan Dog.
Ooh.
Oh, I'd love that.
So in one of Keanu's interviews, he said at the time, back in 2005, that he would love to do a sequel because this is one of the best experiences he's ever had. He had a lot of fun. He said we could make it a whole universe. There would be a son of Constantine, and I'd play him too, and it would be CGI. So I think all of that should wrap together. And then, Adam, did you see the after the credits scene?
So I didn't, but I've just read about it in research, looking up today, that there was one, and I hadn't seen. I always thought the end scene was what I thought was a beautiful moment, which is where he like puts a piece of gum in his mouth instead of his cigarette, and he has a look of total and utter disdain.
I got bummed out too because I hate gum smacking. So when I saw him chewing it, I'm like, I hope he doesn't do this in the sequel.
But the after the credit scene, I thought so they could wrap that into this whole world we've created here with Dylan Dog.
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%.
Toss in Michael J. Fox from The Frighteners.
Right. But now there was a Constantine TV show 2 years ago.
How was it?
It was amazing.
Oh, really?
So it wasn't officially part of the Arrowverse, but then it was a retcon, and he was brought into an episode of Arrow, and then he was like a full character on Legends of Tomorrow last year.
Oh. So full disclosure, we haven't watched those shows. I watch Supergirl occasionally. Sometimes we'll watch their crossover episodes. They always seem fun, but we've actually been to the Dragon Con panels for all of the DC TV villains, and they are just the funnest guys to watch.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, they're great.
And if you guys go to or if you go to YouTube and you go to Rotten Tomatoes homepage, I pulled the data and did a bunch of the data analysis for the Marvel's Defenders versus Arrowverse video. So if you watch that clip, I had to do all the data analysis and pull all the questions together for it. So you'll see who the winner is if you go watch it. But you should see it. And also, Constantine filmed in Atlanta, and I had a bunch of friends who worked on it, and it was all nights. So they were all miserable.
Yes, the pool battle was filmed starting at 3 a.m. for makeup and prosthetics.
That's crazy.
For the demons.
Yeah, they were in there for weeks.
I want to say this movie, too, has a weird, perfect balance of visual and practical effects.
Oh, for sure.
Ooh, right, I have some fun stuff on that.
Go for it.
So, costume designer Louise, I'm going to butcher this, Frogley? She created the Hell wardrobe.
Yep, 2 names.
Everybody's got 2 names.
And it was stone-washed clothing that they aged by applying cheesecloth, yak hair, polyester batting, liquid latex, then topped it with dust and dirt. So that's how the people in Hell got their look. And then it took 48 hours to make each person's piece of clothing for that scene.
Whoa.
That's incredible.
The fist fight in Hell?
Yeah, for when they're all climbing over each other in Hell.
They're scrapping.
And the bug demon, that took months for the textile artist to get correct. They wanted it to look like a bunch of bugs going all over the place. And they said they went through tons of samples of cloth, but the final was made out of fleece, cheesecloth, wool, sequins, beads, feathers, human hair, and toy bugs. And the designer described it as completely revolting.
Nice.
Which, that's a great quote. And our costume was totally revolting. Thank you. We did our job.
And Stan Winston did work on this as well. Some of the creature design.
Well, I think my favorite gag in it, or like shot or effect, or whatever you want to call it, is in the opening scene when there's that the exorcism's going on, and he cracks the door open and she's like on the roof.
Oh yeah.
The exorcist. But it's just a flipped camera angle. She's on the floor, but it's done so well, and it's just like so seamlessly put in there. I'm like, I know how they did it, and it still looks incredible.
And just the scene I love the most is where so Keanu's on his back, and Tilda Swinton's in this movie, y'all, and Tilda Swinton and Djimon Hounsou
impeccably. Yeah. She looks great
with matching tie,
double-breasted suit.
Yep.
Here you say who did it better in this movie? Who looks better, Tilda Swinton or Gavin Rossdale?
Oh, that's tough. I don't know. I mean, Gabriel in the library is on point.
Right? Pink tie, loved it.
Now, there's something interesting. On the commentary, they said that Keanu was kind of annoyed at Gavin because he thought that Gavin just looked perfect all the time. So I guess we got to give it to Gavin, right?
He did, though. He's not wrong. He did.
Yeah. Yeah, Gavin Rossdale. I like he has a couple of my favorite lines in this. Actually, that thing where he goes up and sniffs Keanu. Also, the devil tries to lick Keanu. Like these demons have a thing for Keanu in this movie.
It's delicious.
Yeah, he's like, he smells them and then it's delicious. But I love when he said, "I was born of fire," after he gets hit with the brass knuckles, and I was born of this. Is that the line?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He tells him that he has to try harder. It was disappointing that he went after him with fire.
I love that. And he wants a sequel, too. Gavin Rossdale in 2017 was like, let's do it. He's like, I love that movie. He's like, I got to look awesome.
I want to say this. Gavin Rossdale is like one of my favorite people. He was in that band Bush. Well, actually, in Canada, we called it Bush X because we have a weird band in Canada already called Bush.
Hey.
So every Bush album has a little X beside the name. We used to call them Bush X. But like he's still touring with Bush right now, and it's incredible the music they're playing. Like it's incredible.
Yeah, there's some big tour coming through here, I think.
Yeah, they're with Our Lady Peace and Live. Yep. They're with Live right now. Holy Rolling Thunder Chasing the Wind, right?
Yeah. Well, Our Lady Peace is a big Canadian band too. They're huge up here.
Oh, what's that? They have one song that I love.
Well, they did like Naveed and Starseed and like Clumsy and
Clumsy.
Yeah. And so they're great, but like everybody writes him off as like a one-hit wonder musician because he had like the 16 Stone album. But like he has continuously put out great music and their band is fantastic. And he was dynamite in this. He just didn't look good. He was like, maybe my favorite part of this movie was Gavin Rossdale. And I asked myself, why hasn't he done more?
Touring? I know he got busy with the family, right? For a while.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, I would put him, check, like, my fantasy booking, if I could say, like, you could make one movie with Gavin Rossdale, what would it be? Escape from New York reboot.
Ooh. Just looking awesome?
Just looking awesome. Give him an eye patch. It'd be amazing. I would do a prequel called Escape from Cleveland, and it tells the story what happened in Cleveland.
Oh, I love that. So he'd have two eyes. That'd be Captain Ron.
Maybe. The end scene, he gets the eye patch.
They should do a prequel to Cleveland called Escape from Tampa, and that's where he gets the eye patch.
Oh gosh, it's too gross.
Because that's. But this cast, right? All right, so Keanu Reeves, you have Oscar winner Rachel Weisz. She should have won for The Favorite. She was amazing. Tilda Swinton, Oscar winner. Djimon Hounsou, Oscar nominee. Shia LaBeouf, I don't care. In movies like American Honey, he's put in some good.
Shia LaBeouf, I don't care.
No. Like I was gonna say, if people are twisting their eyes at him, I liked his casting in Transformer. I thought he was a refreshing action lead, and then I liked him a lot in American Honey. I don't think in the right movie he's great. Then you have Gavin Rossdale, who nailed his part, and then you had Peter Stormare, who he made a feast out of his role. And they originally wanted him to be more dressed up. They wanted him to have these tattoos that moved.
They wanted him to have a spiked dog collar, bare chest, and leather pants.
They wanted him to look like the dude from the Fright Night remake.
It's amazing. He sounds like
David Tennant.
Yeah.
Well, he wanted to be like the guys from The Dark Knight Returns, that comic book, like all those mutants that just shirtless with spiked collars on.
I love that Constantine refers to him as Lou.
Yeah.
Not Lucifer, just Lou. They're so cash.
And just his, I don't know, Stormare. I love what he said to the director. He's like, I think he was really smart about it. Because Dino Dino, a big producer did it. I'll look up his name at the break. But he's like, guys, no one's gonna be listening to my words. He's like, just let people listen to my words. And because of that, I mean, he's a very, one of the most popular on-screen devils, I think. Because he has the white suit, right? But he also, he seems like he wants to explode out of his body.
Well, they had the veins on his face, too.
And then the tattoos coming up his neck that seem to get mad with him.
Yeah.
And then he licks Keanu. So, improv.
The suits that all the archangels and demons and then Lou eventually wears. I was reading one article. I think it was with the director of photography. But there was apparently remember like the ABC miniseries back in like the 90s? They had like Gulliver's Travels and Troy. So they did a Jesus one, and it was like 4 days long of Jesus. And when he's tempted by the devil in the desert, the devil shows up wearing a suit. And like 97, that was like Breakthrough. And then they're like, we love the idea of like all these like, hellish characters just like prim and proper and just like dressed to the nines.
I mean, they were dressed great.
Yeah, they looked better than anything. They're the only clean things in the movie.
Rossdale had matching socks and ties. All right, so how about this, guys? Let's go take a break. Let's all get in beautiful outfits, right? Let's match. We'll take some photos. When we come back, we'll talk some more Constantine. Welcome back to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I look great right now.
I look fabulous. This tie and these socks, you just can't beat this combination.
I actually went out today specifically and bought a tie for the podcast.
Oh, man.
And I explained to the people at Moore's, the suit store, that I needed the most expensive tie in the store because I needed to look Gavin Rossdale good.
I mean, you look great right now, man. And you're holding a guitar.
It's the Gavin Rossdale in me.
I mean,
and there's tar dripping from the bottom of the guitar.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mud bog. Nuts. And Keanu's look in this movie is the look that I love. So, like, those Japanese Yakuza movies where the guys have like the black tie, the white shirt, and like the tailored suit coat, and Keanu wears that not as tailored. That's the look I would love. I don't know. I couldn't pull that off.
So
it's called the Blues Brothers look.
Yeah.
His raincoat was actually something that the costume designer spent a lot of time on. It's an English 1960s inspired raincoat that was slim and graceful looking. But due to all the water effects on set, they had 25 duplicate coats for him to switch out to.
What?
And 50 pairs of shoes.
That's crazy.
Oh, I love it.
That's amazing.
I want to blow everyone's mind here. And
you've done it 4 times already. Keep going.
Yeah, it's going to be everywhere. It's going to be like that bug guts, the crab guts. So in this movie, Akiva Goldsman drops a really amazing scene. So in the beginning, when that scavenger is Yeah, actually, I got a question before I forget, and then I'll blow your minds. But we have a question from Christy Evans.
Oh, what a tease!
I still want to know what those two guys were doing in the desert, and what were they actually looking for when they found the Spear of Destiny. I mean, I think they were just scavengers, right?
Yeah, they were looking for pop cans. I think they could return to like a liquor store to get some nickels.
Yeah, so they were just kind of scavenging.
I mean, on the very off chance they're looking for national treasure, but
yeah, they're looking for Nick Cage.
The Templar's gold.
Lost occult items was what they were doing. Very specific.
And boy, did they find one. But when he gets that, right, so there's this scene where he's walking through this field of cows. Akiva Goldsman drops some knowledge on me. You guys ready for this? Is your guitar good, Adam?
Wait, I just have a note here that says,
poor
cows.
Yeah, poor cows.
Sad face.
So when I hit this thing, I want you to give me like a
okay.
In this scene, that took months to prepare. Because those are real cows that dropped on cue.
Okay, let's revisit my bullet of poor cows, sad face.
They dropped cows?
No, the Akiva Goldsman, he's also a writer, he's a producer, he was on the commentary with Francis Lawrence, and he was doing bits the whole time, like tons of bits.
Oh god.
And, I mean, Bit City. He was too much bits. Like you and I, Adam, I think we have enough bits, but he had too many.
Yeah.
I just thought that was funny.
Did he go a little bit too far?
Ooh, yeah, he went a little bit too far.
Oh,
yeah,
that's my favorite joke I've ever heard.
He bit off a little more than he could chew. I just thought
Megan's was better.
Was better. Yeah, you know what? I forced it and I failed. But you know what? I want to make my wife look good.
Oh,
right.
That's right. But it was a good bit though that we had all those cows fall on cue. That made me laugh. So everywhere he walks, do things die, or is it just cows?
I don't know, because at the very end, when he gets to that store, things stop dying. I thought that everyone there might fall over as well, but
oh yeah,
maybe just like animals.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy about the Spear of Destiny? In this movie, it was the same prop used in Hellboy in 2004.
Ooh, and you know why they didn't call it Hellblazer?
Because of Hellboy?
Hellboy. They're like, we took your name so you can take our spear.
Yeah. Here you go, guys. Save some money.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I had another note here that I really liked. I guess you know who we haven't talked about? Oh, one quick thing. He said that he wanted to make hell look like a nuclear bomb was going off at all times.
Great segue to my point.
Uh-oh.
So, I saw that several times, and I thought it was interesting. They wanted to make it look like a hellscape and kind of gritty and realistic. But this really random interviewer, where did he go? Said to Francis Lawrence in an interview on Coming Soon, this interview just drops this super random artist. I am going to kill this one, but it's Zdzislaw Beksinski.
Yeah.
And said,
that's amazing.
Were your hellscapes based on Zdzislaw Beksinski? And Francis Lawrence just kind of stops and goes, yes, they were. How did you know that? This guy's just like, yeah, I've got a coffee table book of his art, and it looked like your movie. And I like to randomly drop his name. So that was the most random fact I found this entire thing here.
That would almost be like the golden ticket Charlie and Chocolate Factory moment where he's like, is your hellscape based on this artist? And he's like, you win the prize.
I think he did.
All the profits of the movie go to you. Like that was the one question we've been waiting for. Like it's so like obscure.
So obscure. I mean, I can't even pronounce this name properly. That's how obscure it is.
Can I ask you guys questions?
What kind of questions?
Okay, so
just go with it, Megan. Just let him go.
You got a nickel?
What? I gotta pay you guys? I would pay you. So that scene in the liquor store when PTV, Pruitt Taylor Vince, is chugging the alcohol, but he thinks it's nothing.
So this is his priest friend.
Yeah, when his priest friend Hennessy, he's an alcoholic named Hennessy. I wonder if that's from the comic book. But so he, it was supposed to be a thinner scene, but they couldn't afford it, so they did the liquor scene where Balthazar's killing him. But when Balthazar shows up, and then the cashier in the liquor store, when his wings came out, did you guys get goosebumps?
I thought it was awesome.
Every time wings came out.
Man, that was just a cool scene, right? I just talking about it gives me goosebumps.
So you know what I loved about that scene? Was that they reversed the first miracle of Jesus. So the first thing Jesus did that was miraculous was he turned water into... And in this movie, they turned wine into water.
Oh, yes. Yes, it drowns him. So he couldn't get any of the alcohol, but then it completely drowns him. So what Mark said is right, though. It was taken from the comics. It was supposed to be the more he ate, he got thinner and thinner, and then he wasted away. But I guess that was too expensive.
Yeah, that's expensive. They can't afford that.
It's easier to just throw some water at someone.
Now, another thing. You guys... All right, so Megan, Adam... You guys are...
That's like the I'm in trouble voice. What did I do?
You guys are...
I feel like we're going to get fired right now.
You're jaded demon hunters, right? You're jaded... No, listen, guys.
I can do jaded.
I'm not going to say I'm mad at you, but I'm just going to say I'm disappointed. No, I'm joking.
That's worse.
You're fed up with the world, right? You've been smoking for 30 years. You've been in hell probably for a very long time, because during those 2 minutes... You're jaded, you trap spiders, you blow cigarette smokes at them. You have Rachel Weisz coming to you, she has a twin sister, you get into some weird stuff. On his table, Keanu pulled out some Ardbeg, a very nice Islay scotch, which I have. I have 4 bottles of Ardbeg in our home. Megan actually got me a bottle of Ardbeg Dark Cove and Ardbeg Perpetuum, which are limited releases and very delicious. But
did she get you some Dragon's Breath?
Yeah, some Dragon's Breath. I have Dragon's Breath after drinking Islay scotch. So... If you guys are fed up in the world, what would you pull out to just drink? Anything. It doesn't have to be alcoholic. But if you're a fed up person with the world, what would you have to drink just to be like, ugh?
So, full disclosure.
Yeah.
I've never drank alcohol in my life.
Got it. So anything else? What would you have?
I would get Dad's old-fashioned root beer.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
And just slug it?
Just slug it. It's like my treat whenever things are just like I need a little pick-me-up. There's like one gas station in my little town that carries it, and it's like the best root beer you'll ever have in your life.
Now, is it a can? Is it a bottle? Is
it
a 2 liter?
It's a bottle. Come on.
It comes in a brown glass bottle.
Ooh. All right.
Good root beer doesn't come in a can.
Yeah, you're right. All right, so Meg, what would you knock back?
I actually really like that. There's nothing better than going to some of these local breweries, and if they have a root beer on draft, that's awesome.
There you go.
Yeah. Yep. I would do a nice hard... Like the real ginger beer, like just the ginger beer.
Oh, like the one we got at Jekyll.
Now, because when you're frustrated, you probably aren't eating too healthy. You probably have some acid reflux. Crush a nice ginger beer.
Spicy, sweet.
Yeah, you're
refreshing.
getting it, and you also keep your head straight. I would crush a ginger beer.
Honestly, I'd probably drink a LaCroix. I could crush a LaCroix.
The very first time I ever drank ginger beer was we were having like a games night at my place.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a buddy whose brother works for Lay's Chips in Toronto. And so they'd always give him like test flavors of chips that weren't out.
Ooh.
And like, just try these. So he'd always bring like the weirdest flavor of chips, like turkey dinner chips and like corn dog chips and stuff, all kinds of like wacky flavors. So he brought one and it was just called Hot. It wasn't a flavor.
Stay away.
It wasn't like caliente. It was just like hot.
Was it H-O-T or H-A-W-T? Or H-A-U-T-E?
Hot.
If it was H-A-W-T, they would have succeeded. But because it was H-O-T, we're not thinking outside the box on that one. So, and I had just never had ginger beer before. I just thought it was, and so he brought hot chips and ginger beer.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, no.
And so I thought in my mind, like, oh, ginger beer, it's ginger ale. It's beer and ale. So it makes sense to me. So he's like, try these hot chips. So I tried them, and I'll tell you, they were not wrong in naming them hot. Like it was uncomfortable right away before I even, and so you eat them and like your mouth is burning, your throat's burning, and you're just like, you panic. So I took a big swig of ginger beer, which of course made things incredibly worse. And so we didn't play games that night. Like it was too.
You had dragon breath?
Yeah, it was just like I had to recover from that. I couldn't focus.
If someone put a lighter in front of your mouth, you would have gone full dragon and Rain of Fire.
Absolutely.
Which is another great one of our podcasts, which you should listen to.
Real fresh ginger beer is no joke.
Yeah, it's good.
No, it was like Jamaican imported ginger beer.
Oh my gosh.
I just love chips named Hot.
Yeah, no, hot chips. Lay's Hot.
I love it.
Like ginger beer is what I call a sipping soft drink.
Yeah. I mean, but you know what though? If you're really angry, so Rachel Weisz, I think she's great in this movie. She shows a very good blend of like, what's the word? Toughness and vulnerability, because she's a good actress.
Closing and opening your hands.
Yeah, I'm going like this.
I'm
looking like a sock puppet. well, with just my hand looking at Megan. But yeah, I mean, if you slug ginger beer in front of people, they're gonna know you're serious.
Oh, 100%.
You walk in
100%.
front of all these demons and succubuses, and you slug. So you could walk in anywhere and slug a Coors Light, but if you slug a ginger beer, people won't mess with you. If you're that guy in the corner eyeballing people drinking ginger beer with a picture of it.
Well, I think like Megan said, high quality fresh ginger beer is no joke, and I think that if he would have had a bottle of like Jamaica's Own, that was the name of this, Jamaica's Own ginger beer, he could have just poured it into her throat and the demon would have died.
Oh my gosh.
He wouldn't have needed the mirror.
I can just feel the pain thinking of that. So I didn't know the deal with ginger beer. Because, you know, when you go to a restaurant or they put it in a cocktail, it's the canned stuff. It's the mass market. It's been sitting on a shelf somewhere for a long time. But a brewery by our house started making their own ginger beer with fresh, like, sugar cane and fresh ginger from the Caribbean and all this good stuff. And we bought it. And you're right, it's delicious, but it is not playing around. It is not a kid's soft drink.
In my 20s, if I was a demon hunter, I would have been the guy in the demon bar slugging ginger beer, staring at demons.
Yeah.
Speaking of demons, what do you think about Midnight's bar?
So, again, they did the same gag where she pours 4 glasses of water, and then they turn into blood.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
They did that same kind of like reverse the miracles going on. That was a scene I rewound and watched 3 or 4 times because there's so much happening in the backgrounds.
You know what guy I don't like is the guy walking by the bar with the suit that just kind of eyeballs him with the glasses.
Yep.
I don't like him.
But see, I think that bar could be a TV show.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
And it's just like focus on the bartender and just like his interactions every week with who, like, and you could do it low budget, but just like, yeah, there's a vampire dealing with a breakup. And
I gotta pay rent.
And the fact that behind Midnight's, his little VIP room in the back, he has that entire cavern full of antiquities. That was crazy.
Yes.
What are the physics of that? How did that even work? Where did it come from?
Djimon Hounsou's in this movie. Oh, I got another question from you from Daniel Mullins. Question from Daniel Mullins. When is the Djimon Hounsou spinoff happening? I'd take Rossdale in that again too.
Oh, it could be like Warehouse 13, and in his antiquities place in the back, there's all kinds of crazy magical artifacts, and they interact with the real world. And
I like it. And him and Rossdale are just looking great. And wait, you could bring back Michelle Monaghan. Michelle Monaghan's role got completely cut from this. So it's Djimon Hounsou, Michelle Monaghan, and Gavin Rossdale just looking awesome in a Warehouse 13 R-rated thing.
I'm in.
So here's the show. Here's what it is. It's young Midnight gathering all those antiquities.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
And then we call it like 30 minutes to midnight. And it's just like the story of how he becomes.
Oh, my gosh.
I love it. And they should do the final thing when he does become midnight, just do a countdown.
Yeah. Just like kind of the 24. But
Do you know that Michelle Monaghan was in this movie as a succubus that was in a relationship with Keanu, and all of her roles got cut except for the one line she hated the most, and she went, "Holy water!" So the line she hated the most is the only line they kept in the movie from her performance.
So she was in like a romantic relationship with John Constantine?
Yeah, so as soon as he learned that he had cancer, he just went and he didn't show it, but he goes and hooks up with her, and they're sitting in bed together. And he's like, hey, how about you go, because she's a succubus. And he's like, hey, how about you go talk to Satan for me? And she's like, are you serious? No. So he's like trying to play both sides, and he's in a relationship. Well, not a relationship, but he's in a thing with a succubus.
Regardless of how unhealthy it is, it's a relationship of some sort.
Yeah, I mean, it works, right? I think she said she's gonna miss him. She kind of they like each other. They have they're not pleasant to each other, but yeah. So it's Constantine.
I want to say, like, if a succubus is going to miss you, are you really leading a good life?
I mean, is it Michelle Monaghan succubus? Because she's cool. Like she's a decent one. Yeah. Like she's good in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I don't know. I just thought it was funny.
A decent succubus is like.
I feel like you don't know about.
When Will Ferrell was going to be a crack.
Can I ask you guys a question?
I'll be a nice crack. I'd love it.
Let's hear it.
All right. So the bathtub scene. Thoughts there, because my first thought in this bathtub scene, when they break the bathtub specifically at the end, and this is probably showing you've become an adult at this point, How expensive was that darn thing that they just cracked?
I thought about the water damage.
I actually went and did some research on the bathtub, and at the time, in 2005, an antique clawfoot bathtub in good condition is about $1,000. I feel like they just ruined a priceless thing.
But she found out her sister was in hell.
When he's holding her underwater, it's like maybe very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, that's like a thing, and they shot it so well. But when the tub breaks, it brought me out of the movie, and I was like, my goodness. And again, like the price of the tub and the water damage as a homeowner, I'm like, who would call the insurance, and how do you explain that? I was kind of doing, it wasn't an exorcism, but I wanted to go and visit hell. So that's like, that would be on the form. Like, it really brought me out of the movie at that moment.
Man, I hate water damage. But I'll tell you what, that's a thing to Rachel. I know you're underwater, so it's probably not hard to act. But Weisz can really pull that off. When you're watching her underwater, it looked like a life or death. I mean, I know she's acting, but she's so good.
Keanu complimented her because people always talk about how good that scene is, but he said it was easy for him. He had to hold her underwater all day, and she just got waterlogged all day long.
Yeah, she like the look on her face when she's looking at him, that really, like, she's awesome.
Yeah,
Weisz.
they must have used some really nice filtered water to really get her face through that.
Distilled.
Mm-hmm.
LaCroix.
Distilled water. So one of if not my absolute favorite movie tropes or gags is when an actor plays their twin brother or sister.
Oh, love that.
Like
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I've never seen a bad movie where they just.
There aren't two Rachel Weisz's?
So, Megan, I hate to be the one that tells you this. But there's only one.
No, there's Rachel and Trish Weisz. Trish is her lesser known.
Van Damme was the record for doing it the most. I think he's done it 4 times.
Yeah, 48.
Dang.
Yeah, maximum risk, right? Double trouble.
Double impact.
Two JCVDs. They've gotten lazy.
Bubble, Toil, and Trouble, the famous Mary-Kate and Ashley movie.
Yep, with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Twins.
With Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I think he would be a great witch in a movie.
Did I tell you I found green screen footage of Jean-Claude Van Damme and put him into a Sunday school video?
No.
Yeah, so I did a whole James Bond Sunday school curriculum like 2 summers ago, called From Heaven with Love, because that's amazing. And so I dressed up my intern like James Bond, and then he's like breaking into this fortress, and I superimposed Jean-Claude Van Damme fighting him.
I love it.
I will send you the video.
Yes,
yeah, please.
Please do.
I'm still waiting on this Jericho poster. Hey, my birthday is... Oh, wait, I'll tell you my birthday later. But yeah, my birthday's in July if you're going to make that Jericho poster. You told me that. You told me that, and it just changed my world.
No, it's a special occasion coming up, and it's going to be great.
What did you guys think about the Q weapons in this movie? You have the dragon breath. I love the holy knuckles that were made from gold blessed during the Crusades. You had bullet shards from the Pope being shot.
Assassinated.
Being assassinated. You had the Moses shroud, which I didn't explain, but it's talked about later. In the deleted scenes, they talk about it more. But I love that he had a Q.
Mm-hmm.
Constantine.
I love B-Man. His name was B-Man.
Yeah.
And then, like, I love that he was like, "What's with you and bugs?" He's like, "I just like them."
And then bugs kill him.
Yeah, and then bugs get him. But I'd watch a whole movie about that guy. Like, I'd watch the Rosencrantz and Guildenstern movie about B-Man, where, like, during all this Constantine stuff, he's just, like, collecting bugs and, just, like...
hanging out in his bowling alley.
Just hanging out, thinking, well, I wonder what Constantine's doing. He's, like, real passive about the whole thing.
And he's wheeling and dealing. He's going to flea markets, buying cool stuff.
Yeah, who do you buy Dragon's Breath from?
Rick.
You go to Diagon Alley.
Yeah. So yeah, Rick is a guy who, in the comics, in the Hellblazer comics, Rick was around when the dragons were around. He is he's an incubus, and so he's been around for a long time. And Rick just sells goods on the evil black market.
But he hates the band Incubus because people always bring it up when they find out what he is.
You're an incubus? Hey, you listen to Incubus? Ugh. I don't even know.
It's just easier. By the end, he's just like, yes, I'm an incubus. It's just easier that way. Like, to explain it.
It's like people with the name Eileen. Everyone just sings "Come On, Eileen" to them, and they get so tired.
And they think they're the first person to do it.
Mm-hmm. Every time.
Yeah.
So every time I meet somebody, and I tell them my name's Adam, they're like, "Oh, is your wife's name Eve?" Like they think it's a funny joke.
People say that
all the time. all the
Oh
time.
my gosh.
So I just did a podcast with a guy named David Cross, and he thanked me for not going, "Hey, David Cross, the comedian, tell me a joke." I'm like, what? I didn't even think about that.
But also, you guys know each other.
Yeah, it's true. But people have really done that? Is your wife's name Eve?
Yeah, no, 100 all the time. Like it's a very common reation to like, "Hey, my name's Adam. Oh, is your wife named Eve?" I'm like, what?
Wow, that's
what?
not even smart humor.
It's not smart humor. It's not smart humor.
Do you say look over there and you just say look and you walk away?
No, what I do is I just say, "No, my name is just Adam, but I don't like it because it's been around forever."
Oh gosh.
Which I think is a little smarter than their joke, right?
Can I follow you around with a drum kit? And when people say that, I just go boom boom.
You know what? Only if I can never acknowledge you. Like people are like, "Why is that guy got a drum kit behind you?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, who's he?
Just play it off.
No, I do have, if you and I were in close proximity, I have a band pitch that I would pitch to you. You and I would be in like like, you know, with those old crooner bands?
Yeah.
And so we would have a band, and a lot of those things are based on harmonies, and a lot of them are based on kind of people being in sync. But our band, we all hate each other. So if I'm the band leader, I'm like, when you say yeah, I say yeah, and I go yeah, and you guys go yeah, yeah, yeah. Like you never say the yeah that I asked for. If I say yeah, yeah, you say yeah, yeah, then you guys go yeah. So you never, you know what I mean? That's the whole band dynamic. It's just me and you.
The whole band is always passive aggressive.
Yeah, we all just hate each other. Like, you know, time for the guitar solo, then the trumpet plays.
And is it going to be like an awkward, like, who hits the last note? So it's just like, bam, down, the drum hits the guy, and then like, and it's just like it never ends. The song never ends because we're always playing the last resolved chord.
Yeah, it'll be like, and you know, during the middle of a song, I'm like, thank you. It's like Rick on his fourth divorce, you know, like just destroying the people. And it's just a passive aggressive band, but we stick together because I don't know why, because we're all deep in debt. But
I think it's actually better for the world that we live so far apart.
So I was in a band called the Brewskis, and this guy listened to it, and he said it's anti-music. So we would create some good anti-music. What do you think?
That's the best compliment you can get in
told
2019.
him he was anti-smart.
But
anti-smart.
No, we love you.
You call me dumb? You figure it out.
No, I love this band though. When I say yeah, you say yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No.
Yeah. Or just like Little John it. You say yeah. Okay. Like we just go
Yeah.
different directions.
Would you guys stop? Another funny thing about this movie before I forget, because I don't want to say it. The director, Francis Lawrence, said that you could give Tilda Swinton any line and she would say it beautifully.
Yeah.
I mean,
100%.
Tilda Swinton.
She is too good.
So who wins, her or Cate Blanchett, if you pit them against each other?
Oh man.
I'm gonna boldly say Cate Blanchett because follow me for my logic here. I feel like you can beautifully insert Cate Blanchett into any movie, and she can exist within any movie. And I feel like Tilda Swinton is so otherworldly, like in a beautiful way, but that she would be jarring in different movies.
Man,
that's fair.
I don't know, guys. So I think Cate Blanchett. All right, so of all of them, right? I think my favorite performance by any of them is Cate Blanchett in Blue Jasmine. That's an all-timer performance right there. But off the top of my head, I'm thinking Tilda in Snowpiercer. I'm thinking Tilda in We Need to Talk About Kevin.
Can we just pause for a minute and just say Snowpiercer, best science fiction of the 2010s?
Well, what about Edge of Tomorrow? Is that the science fiction?
Mm-hmm.
It's science fiction, but I feel like that was some very smart people saying, I saw this movie called Groundhog Day. I know how we can do it better.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? Because I'm thinking because Sunshine was 2007.
Yeah.
So I'm going to, I would say Snowpiercer's, I mean, I can't think of anything better, so sure, why not?
So I heard nothing about that movie till I bought it on DVD because I had Captain America in it, and I was like, I like Chris Evans, and he was in like a cheap bin. And I remember it was such a great experience to watch that, not knowing what was coming, just be blown away by how good it is.
I love it, the progression through the train and just all the different little worlds you go through. But unpopular opinion, I think Chris Evans is fine, but he's a little bit of a wet noodle in my taste, and I think that Chris Pine might be better in everything.
Well,
we're firing shots.
I didn't compare Chris Pine and Chris Evans. I didn't do that. I just said I like Chris Evans.
Yeah, Megan's firing shots.
Like I think Cellular is a fantastic movie.
Him in everything.
Oh man. So if you go to Rotten Tomatoes and type in YouTube, type in Rotten Tomatoes, you'll see who is the best Chris. I pulled all the data for that, so watch that on YouTube as well.
Okay, Megan, I want to remain your friend. I really, really do.
Fired shots.
Have you watched Outlaw King?
Not yet.
No, we haven't.
Okay. Is it good?
I was very excited about that movie. Big Braveheart fan, and really they could just call that movie Braveheart 2. Like it's just a continuing story. Like it takes place the next day. They deliver William Wallace's body after it gets torn apart to Scotland. Like that's where it starts. I tried watching it 3 times. I could not make it through it. It's so boring.
Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous to watch it. Honestly, I think some of the feature length movies on Netflix, it's hit or miss.
But it's got your boy in it, and
I know.
Captain Chris Pine. But I couldn't.
That's why I don't want to watch it.
You give him a bad name.
It's an ignorant love. You're like, I know that the truth is out there, but
if I didn't see it, it didn't happen.
No, I got it. Oh, sorry, go for it.
So do you love that movie with him and
Wonder Woman?
Tom? No, not
Hell or High Water? Princess Diaries 2?
What are we doing?
Smoking Aces?
No. He's just going through all his Chris Pine movies. But didn't he do a movie with Tom Hardy?
Yes, This Means War with Reese Witherspoon, directed by Mick G.
This Means War.
Oh my gosh. Didn't all the Chris's have their rom-com
Tom Hardy looked boring in that.
Let's all just agree to strike the rom-coms from the records, because rom-coms in 2018 are far superior than many.
Because Chris Evans had What's Your Number? Well, why are we going at Chris Evans? All right, hey, I gotta say,
Megan was funny. He was like, Chris Evans.
I gotta say,
she called Captain America a wet noodle. I think what happened.
All right.
I said it was an unpopular opinion.
I gotta say, one of the best bits ever in a movies, films, and flicks episode. So in our first episode, we were talking about Snowpiercer, as one would. And first episode of movies, films, and flicks, I said about 7 billion times. However, there's this bit where in Snowpiercer, those guys have the axes and they stick the axes into fish. And John Levengood, who is part of this podcast and writes for movies, films, and flicks, was like, when that guy is sticking his axe in that fish, I'm drop kicking him. And that's been one of our chants for movies, films, and flicks. Whenever a henchman sticks an axe into a fish, that's when you attack him. You don't wait for him to undunk his axe.
I will say this as a response to that. That's the exact perfect time to attack someone, 100%. Is a drop kick the best go-to move?
I think if you're one-on-one,
you are
yes.
Tight in space.
But if you're in a train, like you're not using jiu-jitsu on a train, and you don't want to leave your feet because you'll get steamrolled. So maybe like a good front kick, like a Dolph Lundgren front kick.
I'm all about a punch to the neck, punch to the side of the neck.
Just pop him in the neck.
The way that John Constantine punched a demon / a woman in the neck in the beginning of this movie.
Oh, he did. Yeah.
100%. So I've only been in a fight one time in my life, and I just punched a guy in the neck.
Did it work for you?
And well, here's the thing. I didn't know. I was just swinging randomly. I didn't know that that's like a defense thing, because there's a blood vessel that goes to your brain, runs alongside your neck. And if you hit it hard enough, it stops the blood going to your brain, and your brain needs to like reboot.
Oh wow! So you rebooted a guy?
He dropped to the floor, and then I was like, maybe he's dead. And then the first thing he said was, "I can't see anything. I can't see anything," because like his brain was rebooting. So it's like you get your speech back and your hearing back and your eyes back, and then he's like, "What just happened?" And he was all stunned. So I think a punch in the neck is a better idea than a drop, because a good drop kick, you're on the ground as well.
Yep.
I think that's part of the defensive moves that Sandra Bullock teaches when she's on stage in Miss Congeniality.
Miss Congeniality?
Yes.
You wanna hug me. You wanna.
What is that her sing? The solar plexus instep neck?
Yeah.
Groin.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. So when I was in high school, my sister, who's not a movie person at all, when that movie came on VHS, bought it first day. I remember would watch it weekly. So that movie is ingrained in my head because it was always on for 3 years in my house. It's constantly just on.
I mean, she crushes it in that movie.
When she's eating that steak, it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Just him watching her eat that steak and just being disgusted with her is maybe the funniest thing I've ever seen.
If you go to YouTube and type in Rotten Tomatoes, you'll see that I pulled the data and did the information for Sandra Bullock versus Julia Roberts, and I made sure to include that song, and the host, Mark Ellis, does a great job singing the song from Miss Congeniality. So you should go watch that clip.
My favorite bit is, what's the perfect date?
What'd she say?
Yes. Because all you need is a light sweater.
It's not too hot, not too cold. You just need a light jacket. Perfect. And then, Shatner's staring at her, well, you can't argue that logic. It's what do you say to that?
Wait, should we save this for a Miss Congeniality pod?
It's such a good response.
All right, so is there anything else y'all want to tackle on these movies, or should we get into our crime fight, our demon fighting crew, or ghost and whatever fighting crew?
Absolutely, I'm down with this.
All right, so I'm gonna get us started, and I'm gonna give Megan credit for this one because she gets all the credit. So I picked Dolph Lundgren almost every single time, and I was gonna avoid him on this, but it kept me from thinking outside the box because I just immediately wrote off the Dolph. But he is in a movie called Don't Kill It, and his character is a demon hunter named Jebediah Woodley. And in this movie is a creature that if you kill it, it goes to somebody else. So you have to keep it alive.
But wait, let's visualize this. Dolph Lundgren, the tall European man, plays a character called Jebediah.
Jebediah Woodley. And it is a bloody,
I love this already.
weird, crazy movie, but he sells it. I mean, it's up in the 80s to 90% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's not that old either, is it?
A couple, last year before it. But Dolph is, you know how Dolph has that kind of wry, seen it all attitude in some films? He's perfect in this movie, and it's just called Don't Kill It. And he just has to hunt this demon that you can't kill. And I kind of wrote a bit about, It Follows, It Comes at Night, and Don't Kill It. There's a lot of It movies, and So it's been itted a lot in the last few years. But Jebediah Woodley is my first pick.
I love it. I love that.
All right. So who wants to go next?
I think Megan should go next.
All right, Megan. Ladies first.
All right. So I went with, for my first choice, for what exactly are we hunting here?
Ghosts, demons.
Okay.
Large things.
I went with Michelle Pfeiffer from What Lies Beneath.
Ooh.
Because I just remember her being really strong and tough, and her husband's trying to kill her. He cheated on her. She figures out a mystery. She sort of battles her husband's mistress, Ghost.
And Michelle Pfeiffer's awesome.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a deep pick
I'm
right
down.
there. I wrecked What Lies Beneath while working in a movie theater for people waiting to watch it. I feel terrible still.
Brilliant. No, you do that once in your life and you live with it forever.
Yeah, I shame. I'm like Constantine.
Okay, so my first pick is actually an homage to you, Mark.
Ooh.
Just be aware of that. Check this out. I picked Jericho Kane.
Oh, gosh.
Who was played by Arnold Schwarzenegger in the movie End of Days.
Yes.
I just think it's great that he's even told you about that.
Yeah. Oh, so if you haven't listened, guys, I'll attach the clip to the so look for the Movies, Films, and Flicks. You'll see the one for Constantine, and in the blog post on Movies, Films, and Flicks, I'll include the clip of Jericho and his and his brother Hank.
Because we mentioned we heard all about Jericho in the Steel Dawn podcast.
Yep, and Jericho is a no nonsense Mad Max type who's a little crazier, but he's also stuck with his brother who's like a glue huffy and ne'er do well. So it's the two of them.
But no,
Yeah.
Yes. So when End of Days came out, it was 1999, and I had just told my friend group at high school that I was going to Bible college. So they were like, so they took me to go see this movie almost as like a rib, where you're like, okay, God, this is what you're going to school for. You're going to be the next Jericho Kane. And I was like, I don't think I don't think that's exactly what's happening. But I remember thinking it was funny that this guy thought he could fight the devil with guns. I thought that was a real neat thing. But he gets there eventually. So he's a guy who goes up against the baddest bat of them all and comes out okay. Like he does a good job. He nails it.
I mean,
so I think that would be a good guy on our team.
The one problem with him, and I'm 100% for him being on the team, but his name, Jericho and Kane. What do you call him? Hey, Kane. Or hey, Jericho. You can't have two demon hunting names. Like Jebediah would.
I call him. Well, you know what's crazy about that?
What?
His initials are JC.
Oh my gosh. All right. I'm good. I'm sold. All right.
It's amazing.
All right. So, my next one is really random, but, and I actually, it's Father Lozano, played by Michael Pena from the Vatican tapes. And it's a subpar movie.
You
but
just picked that because of Michael Pena.
I love Michael Pena. I'm a huge Michael Pena height.
100%.
His conversation about undercoating on vehicles, washing the undercarriage wash, is my favorite MCU moment. And just having Michael Pena in this movie, I just want Michael Pena in more movies. So I picked Father Lozano from the Vatican tapes. No one saw it, but it's Michael Pena.
Okay.
All right, Meg.
Makes sense. My next pick is Perdita Weeks from As Above, So Below.
Ooh.
She's the main girl who they go down to the catacombs, and she's the first one to figure out how they face their demons to get out of the Paris catacombs.
They go into hell.
They go into hell.
They go into the Paris catacombs, which is horrible enough.
And they have to face their worst fear.
And they go into hell, and she makes it out to go Indiana Jones another day.
It's not a secret. I'm not really into horror movies. They don't really scare me. I think they're kind of corny, but this one's creepy.
Yeah. And she's cool. She's like a Tomb Raider. I like it. Parody of the week.
That's a great pick. My number 2 is Klaus Hargraves from The Umbrella Academy.
Ooh.
Oh, we haven't watched that yet. How is it?
It's fantastic. It's a perfect combination of X-Men and The Watchmen.
Ooh.
Oh, that's fun. I keep getting the ads on Instagram. I'll be scrolling through, and I get the same exact ad every time. 38 women were not pregnant one day, and the next they were.
Right. So I won't tell you, if you guys haven't seen, I won't tell you too much. But Klaus Hargraves is one of the Umbrella Academy kids, and he can channel the dead.
Ooh.
And then he develops some other powers that he can fight in that realm, is what I would say. That's all I'll say to you guys right now. But he's a crazy character. So he becomes a drug addict to very much like in Constantine, to silence the voices.
I like it. I like people named Klaus. I trust them.
Oh, that's kind of like Legion.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right. So for me is it's 3 people, but it's 1 person. I'm going with Elise, Tucker, and Specs from Insidious 1 through 4. I think Elise, played by Lin Shaye, is the hero that we don't deserve in the 21st century. She is just a good human being who puts her neck out on the line to help people. There's nothing selfish. There's nothing. Oh man, I got goosebumps talking about it. She's such a nice, brave. Gosh, I got hairs on my neck. She's just a good person who goes into the further to help people for not selfish reasons. And Tucker and Specs, they're comedic relief. But they're the same way as well. They just go to help people. And so I gotta have Lin Shaye in my crew. Because she's awesome. And Tucker and Specs. So those are mine. Yeah, those are mine. Mm-hmm. All right, Meg.
I'm gonna go with Theo from Haunting of Hill House.
Ooh.
Because she's just a badass.
Yeah, she is.
And when she gets money from her brother's book deal, she gets an effing PhD.
That's awesome.
He asks her if she's going to go buy some handbags or go on a vacation, all these frivolous things, and she says, I'm getting my effing PhD.
That was gangster. He actually said handbags. So you can go get some handbags?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Theo's cool. And she deals with the fact that she can touch things and feel the spirits around them, and she's interacting with ghosts.
I love it.
She's cool.
Right. Beautiful. So my next pick is Tangina Barnes from Poltergeist.
Oh, she's great.
She's that little lady. Who's like, the house is clean. That's so. She's like no one's gonna see her coming.
Never.
Right? She's so unassuming that it's gonna be like what, and out of nowhere, boom, she just like exorcises the demons. She just gets right in there.
And she's the same way too. She's just a good person.
Yeah, she's just a great person.
Man, I love that line.
No, that line was, as a kid, wasn't allowed to watch that movie, but stayed up anyways and watched it. And it's just like, what is happening? And that line to this day like gives me chills. It's delivered so well.
Yeah, she crushed it. What was the actress's name?
What was her name? Because she was in a couple like bit parts like that.
Yeah.
Zelda Rubinstein.
She crushed it. She was iconic for that role. All right. Absolutely. Me is, the movie's horrible, but I like Damien Bashir, so I went with Father Burke from The Nun. Because I just like Damien Bashir. And I just want to see him in a movie. The Nun's very bad.
That's good.
Very bad. But, I don't know.
Which is weird because the rest of them leading up were pretty good.
Yeah.
Just there was this new kind of horror movie that was coming out and like a new like combined universe, which was cool, but I don't, The Nun didn't hold up for me.
I just like Damien Bashir. I just like these guys. I want to see them in movies. But no, I mean, he hung tough. He did a good job. He fought the nun.
Yep.
That's a terrifying thing to do. He gets points. He survived a bad movie. I'm happy the nun did well because it got eyes on him. And I like that Talisa Farmiga too. So I'm happy people got eyes on them from that movie. So that's a bonus. All right, what you got, Meg?
Are we doing 4 or 5?
5.
Okay, good. My next one is Gemma Arterton as Gretel from Hansel and Gretel.
I love that. I love that movie.
So I was nervous that we were all going like more of the seance route, kind of connected to that universe. And my next guy is a real gunslinger. But Megan beat me to the punch of like picking out a guy who just like shoots from the hip.
She just guns people down.
Yeah, she's awesome. And she complains about the tight leather she has to wear. And she's constantly doesn't she get all the backlash? Like, doesn't that blob thing explode on her? Yeah, it blows up, but Jeremy Renner moves out of the way, and she just gets doused with it. And I just enjoy Gemma Arterton.
Yeah.
She makes a couple comments where it's like, oh, does this character know she's in a movie? Like, she kind of flirts with, like, the Deadpool-esque kind of, like, fourth wall breaking. Yeah. And she's a good actress, too. She needs more roles. Crush some demons. All right, who you got? Seth Gecko. Seth Gecko. From Dusk Till Dawn. Yeah. George Clooney.
Oh, good one. I almost picked somebody from that one.
That's a good one. Because it's like, he isn't a good guy. We have a lot of good guys in our teams. He's not. He's a murderer. Like, he's not Richard Gecko, but he's Seth Gecko. And Michael Douglas. I want to see Michael Douglas in this movie. Oh, wait. Yeah, Gordon Gecko. My bad. Yeah. It was Tarantino, his brother. Remember his crazy brother? I was just thinking about Michael Douglas from Wall Street. That'd be amazing, too. No, I want a crossover where he's like their uncle. And they're stealing money to invest, like they're robbing banks, just to invest with him on the stock market. Sounds like a TV show.
And then their boss is Leo's character, Jordan from Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, goodness, that's fantastic.
We're getting in there.
That's fantastic.
Vin Diesel's in there. What I'm saying... Oh, sorry, go ahead. In our demon fighting team, every now and then one of our friends is going to get possessed, right? And we got to kill someone that's like our friend. But it's just, and he won't hesitate because he's a murderer. He'll be the guy who can pull the trigger when we morally can't. Yeah, we need him on the team.
We need one of those.
Because we don't have one of those yet. All right. Am I last? Oh no.
You're on your last one.
So I'm gonna pick. You know what? I'm just gonna throw it. I had one picked, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm going to add Matthew Lillard. He doesn't even need a character name from 13 Ghosts. Matthew Lillard, the actor. Yes. The character, we did a podcast about it. It's out right now. You can listen to it. But yeah, his character from 13 Ghosts, because he can sense ghosts, right? He can put his hand on something and see it. No one in here, I think, has that power. Theo does. Right. Never mind. But yeah, he looks great in a turtleneck in the movie. He sacrifices himself for Tony Shalhoub. And 13 Ghosts features a fist fight between Tony Shalhoub and F. Murray Abraham, by the way. You got to see it. But, I just like Matthew Lillard. I think he deserves more. So my team is so weird. So Matthew Lillard from 13 Ghosts. I was going to say Elizabeth Warren from The Conjuring, but she's just too good. Okay. She's too good. She's too nice. We needed more Lillard. Absolutely. All right, Meg.
All right, I'm going to go with the... ultimate nice guy, Mark Ruffalo as David from Just Like Heaven.
The rom-com.
Yes.
Yes. Hey, he moves into an apartment. He befriends a ghost. He falls in love with her. Helps her find her body. Come on.
Is this the one with Eva Longoria and Lake Bell?
Lake Bell definitely.
Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah, Reese Witherspoon is in this one.
And isn't John Heder in it as well?
Yeah, I think so.
So is John Heder and Pedro. Like, he's in it as well.
Wait, what's the one with Eva Longoria? And that's with Paul Rudd.
That's something different.
There's a movie where she's with Paul Rudd and she's dead. Man, just like heaven. So John Heder, I love it.
That was a deep impact to this movie.
Yeah, we gotta do some Scruffalo in here.
I like that.
I love it. All right,
so,
who you got? Who's last?
Oda Mae Brown.
Oda Mae Brown
is who I picked.
Yep.
Who was Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
Because you know what? Maybe they just want to chat with us. We'll be too quick to shoot our ghost guns at them, and maybe they just like find their their Demi Moore. They're just angry because they can't find their Demi Moore.
Yeah. So we need someone that's not who just isn't it like doesn't just deal with horrible ghosts.
Right.
Oh. And she won an Oscar.
Okay, check this out. Can you imagine if there was a sequel to Ghost where Demi Moore needed to get some information from Patrick Swayze, but the only way she could do it would be talking through Bruce Willis's character from The Sixth Sense?
Oh my gosh.
Goodness.
Hey, where's the storage unit? What's the password to the safe?
It's just like super passive aggressive.
Yeah. I don't know, where is it? And then Bruce Willis was like, you don't want to hear what he's saying.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be great.
Oh my gosh. I love it. All right, so guys, I'm going to take out Father Burke from The Nun, right?
Okay.
I'm going to take out Father Lozano from the Vatican tapes.
I like how half of your picks are just like, this would be a funny thing to say one time.
I'm going to get rid of Matthew Lillard from 13 Ghosts.
Like, so all of your picks.
Well, no, I'm keeping Elise Tucker Specs and Jebediah Woodley from Don't Kill It.
Yeah, good. We got to keep Rutger Hauer in there. Or not Rutger Hauer, but Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah, we need either Rutger or Dolph to make it to the end at least. Exactly. So that leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we need to pick a squad of 6. So does anybody have people they can cut out?
I'll cut out Michelle Pfeiffer.
Okay. The M. Fife.
And Gretel.
You're losing Gretel?
Yeah.
Oh,
really?
Do you want to?
I like Theo.
Okay, so we're losing Gretel?
But not Ruffalo.
Are you okay? Are you okay with this?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just stunned. I thought that was a sure lock, but you know, whatever we got to do.
Yeah, well, Megan, Megan. All right, so
we got to make tough decisions here.
Now we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 10 people left.
Yeah. So I think we could lose Zelda Rubinstein.
Oh.
Well, in these battles, you don't know if it's going to be. I don't think she'll be very quick on her feet.
Mm-mm.
So ever in a running away from demon situation, she's going to be the first to go.
Yeah, you're right. And she's so nice, it would hurt.
You would feel very bad about that situation.
All right, so we have 9 people left. We have Oda Brown, Mark Ruffalo, Seth Gecko, Theo, Klaus Hargraves, Perdita Weeks, Jericho Kane, Jebediah Woodley, and Elise Tucker and Specs.
So Klaus Hargrave, we got to take him out.
We could always add him later once we watch the show.
Yeah, I just feel like without knowledge of the show, we're putting a lot of faith in just my opinion of the guy, and I don't know if that's super wise at this point in time, because he is a drug addict, so he's very undependable.
Yeah, can't have that.
No.
All right, so now I could take this one on the chin, but it's coming down to Jebediah or Jericho because they're the same person basically.
Yeah, so go with Jebediah.
Really? We're keeping Jebediah?
Well, he's Dolph.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay, so we're losing Jericho?
Yeah, because I'm tired of Dolph playing second fiddle to Schwarzenegger. I'm tired of him being Kindergarten Cop 2, not Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah.
It stops today.
Stops today. All right, so we have...
We have drawn a line in salt that the demons cannot cross.
Oh, we have drawn a Swedish line, a barrier. We've tore up the peace treaty between Switzerland and like Austria. It's on.
Where's Franz Ferdinand? So
right?
All right, so you know what, guys? I'm gonna do it. I think we could lose Elise Tucker and Specs because they're on their own. They're doing their own thing.
Right.
Right.
I get that. It's tough. It's a tough call, but I get it.
Like they're cool, but they also I like our final crew. So we have Jebediah Woodley from Don't Kill It, Perdita Weeks from As Above, So Below, Theo from The Haunting of Hell House, Seth Gecko from Till Dusk Till Dawn, Mark Ruffalo from Just Like Heaven, and Whoopi Goldberg from Ghost.
Yeah, there's no supernatural thing they could not. They could have got both Ghostbuster movies done in like half hour.
All right.
And just think, if it's a nice ghost, Mark Ruffalo can charm them and fall in love with them.
Yeah.
So,
and the whole time Whoopi Goldberg can just like, talk to counsel them through that.
oh my gosh. And we know Gordon Gekko can survive, Mayan vampires.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he can survive anything.
Theo's a beast. Then we have...
Yeah, and she can sense them, and she knows what's going on.
Perdita, we need a censor since we lost Lillard. We lost... Perdita Weeks literally went to hell. I
And
can
back.
use that word correctly. Yeah.
To hell and back.
To hell and back. And Jebediah is just he's the muscle. So we have the muscle. Because Jebediah would be the muscle over Seth, right? But Seth would be the cleaner.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely. So I almost put Spawn on my team.
Oh my gosh. Michael Jai White Spawn?
Yes, Spine. Everything's
Spine?
2 names.
2 names. Everything is 2 names today.
But I don't think it counted because he essentially was like a demon. Right?
Yeah.
He just was like... So I thought that disqualified him.
But he fought other demons.
Yeah. Yeah, but I just didn't sit well with me. I wanted a us versus them situation.
Well, you don't know how the other demon hunters would react, too. What if they try to kill him?
Yeah, the whole time they're going to be like, hey, I don't like this. You don't serve your kind here. Like a real passive racism going on.
I love our group. This makes me I'm looking at it smiling, guys. Now, if we got to add one more in, we get a wild card. Who comes back in?
Oh, no.
Ooh.
I know who I want. We got to add Gretel back in there.
I figured you were going to say that.
I'm saying, yeah, like that's...
I'm down for that.
You know why? Because I feel like she and Dolph Lundgren would fall in love by the end of this quest.
Oh, yeah. Because they would just be blasting people away.
Yeah.
I think, like you said, the cerebral. Gecko would be more cerebral. Theo would probably be helping him out. Perdita.
Yeah. It would be one of those, May, August romances.
So who would lead this band?
Well, I think that Seth Gecko would think he's leading it, but Jebediah would actually be the one doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Jebediah has the van.
I got the van. Like he pulls a real Ant-Man there.
Yeah, exactly. He has the van. Like a nice van where everyone can kind of have their, if everyone wants to read a book at the same time, they can in this van.
Yeah, no, it's a hangout. It's a social lubricant that keeps the group together.
Yeah, I mean, when you fight crime, you can't take 7 different cars.
No.
That would be impractical, especially in Atlanta. So much traffic.
What if someone gets lost?
There's terrible parking planning here. You might not get a spot.
Well, I think we can see that in The Walking Dead. Every time they take more than one car, one of the cars blows up and gets separated from the group.
Yep.
There you go. And
clear and present danger.
Atlanta causing traffic problems.
All the time. Atlanta's to blame.
I'd want to be in a bar with these guys. Just hearing their story. Garth Gecko's like, I survived the vampires. But I guess Perdita Weeks would drop the ultimate, right?
Yeah, they'd all be like trying to up each other like in Jaws.
Yeah, show off scars.
You think that's a vampire bit you? Pfft, that's nothing.
I was in hell.
Literally in hell.
Literally in hell. And it got out.
Yeah.
That's a trump card. I guess.
It really is. It really is.
Mark Ruffalo could be like, I survived a bad romantic comedy.
I mean,
who here's done that?
Didn't Gretel survive being in like a weird hot tub in the forest with some sort of ogre?
No, that was Renner with the witch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But
We need to watch that again.
I feel like...
Yeah.
Oh, no, the ogre was obsessed with her, wasn't he?
He liked her.
Mm-hmm.
So did my...
To be fair, I think everybody was obsessed with her in that fort.
Now, we stay away from these, but we took my buddy DJ to the go see. It was Megan, I, and DJ. And DJ, the whole movie, was just like, oh. He loves Gretel.
I want you to know how jealous I am of that guy right now, going to see that movie with you guys. It just sounds like the best time ever.
Yeah, we had a good time.
You know, it's fun.
So
we had one of those freestyle Cokes.
Yep.
Pick a flavor, mix a few, do the orange vanilla raspberry
Get
Coke.
crazy.
So here, I always do half cherry Coke, half cherry mellow yellow.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh. Have you tried? They have root beer flavors.
You live on the edge, my friend.
Yes. No, the root, like doing vanilla root beer is not a bad idea at all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. All right, so
here's my question.
here's
my question to you guys to kind of wrap up this pod, if you will. We all established without question, Keanu kills it in this movie.
Kills it.
What's your favorite non-Constantine Keanu movie?
Point Break.
John Wick 2.
John Wick 2. So mine is a movie called Youngblood. Have you guys seen Youngblood?
No.
So it's a movie starring Rob Lowe from like 84, and he plays on a minor league hockey team in Oshawa.
Ooh.
The same team that the Goon played for.
Ooh.
But the goalie is Keanu Reeves, and he plays a French-Canadian guy with a big, thick Canadian accent. It is hilarious.
And Keanu went to Catholic school for a year to play hockey.
Whoa.
Yeah, no. He's like a Canadian through and through. He plays hockey. He's super nice. Can't do accents worth a darn. But his French accent in this movie is twice as bad as his English accent in Dracula.
All right, we got to watch this movie, Youngblood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We'll rent it.
You will love it.
We'll do a pod about that in Goon.
Oh my
together.
Gosh.
What do you think?
We should get a third hockey movie and do a hockey hat trick.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
All right, so the slap shit.
I don't know what kind of movies you're watching over there, but I'm not into that stuff.
Happy Gilmore, Miracle.
I'm just gonna throw the Cutting Edge in there because he's a former hockey player turned figure skater.
Okay, can I just add to that right now?
Yeah.
They shot and filmed The Cutting Edge 15 minutes from my house.
Did they? I used to love that movie.
They shot it at the Magna Center in Newmarket.
I mean, I grew up in the height of Nancy Kerrigan fervor, so The Cutting Edge was a very important movie to my youth.
Have you seen the Margot Robbie Nancy Kerrigan movie?
No, is it good?
It's brilliant. Oh my goodness, it's brilliant.
Yeah, I need to watch it. Allison Janney.
Yeah.
So good. The Tanya movie. I, Tanya?
Yeah. I, Tanya.
The guy in that movie who was paid...
That was a devastating time in history.
...to heckle her. Josh McGinn, when he heckled her, the mom paid him. I was in a Doritos commercial with him.
It's amazing.
Yep, he stole Doritos and I chased him.
The Tanya Harding thing, like, Megan, you're right. When that happened, it was the only thing happening at that time.
It was a big deal in sports. And I remember, even at my age, being really young then, all my friends, because we were obsessed with figure skaters, we lived on double cul-de-sacs and you'd rollerblade around them and pretend you were your favorite figure skater. And that was devastating.
Well, we had, like in Canada, every backyard had their own skating rink.
Wow.
Oh, that sounds nice.
It's really cold, but it was nice. But it wasn't just big in the world of sports. It was every time you turn the news on, it's like, what's the update with the Tanya Harding, Nancy Kerrigan thing? And I remember there was two groups of people in my school. I think I was in grade 7 or 6 or something like that. But there was the group that were like, poor Nancy Kerrigan. But then there was like this weird smaller group that were like, nah, she's not that innocent. She had to be involved. And there was like this conspiracy theory that it was actually her who planned it to get out of the company.
Gosh.
Yeah. Just the footage of her crying, and it just made for such great TV.
Well, and that was their argument. Like they wouldn't have been filming her to get that shot unless it was planned.
Yeah. I want to be in this school of yours with these conspiracy theories.
I'm going to turn you by the end of this podcast.
Well, you know what? I'm going to use all my writing power to push that conspiracy.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so that was fun, right?
Absolutely. It was great.
I enjoyed it.
Almost as fun as watching Constantine.
Such a good movie.
It was a blast.
And our next one's going to be Night Riders with Adam and I. So it's the George Romero classic. And if you want to watch it, it's on Tubi, TUBI.com.
That's Night with a K?
Yep, Night.
I didn't realize that when you guys first started talking about it until Adam talked about the description at the beginning, and I said, oh, Night Riders.
And it features,
if you will.
Night Riders, and it features Ed Harris, jacked, and Tom Savini. And I'm 45 minutes in, and the biggest drama is whether that guy should have been swinging something he shouldn't have swung.
Yeah, is that too dangerous in our show? But also, like, the stakes are real in the show too. Like, it's there's a lot going on, man. We got to pull that apart.
Yeah, we're gonna rip it in a good way because it's fun. It's a good movie. It's George Romero.
It was a pleasant surprise.
Awesome. So hey, for me, Mark Hoffmeyer, and for Megan Hoffmeyer, for Adam Hodgins, this is Movies, Films, and Flicks. We'll see you next week.